just a single class of senior yearling boars, but all of these boars really have a lot of quality and certainly can be admired for their breed type and character. We have some really powerfully constructed boars that are amply wide at their base, are wide from stifle to stifle, and certainly all three of these boars have a great deal of length and levelness and an easy feeding, capacious look, which I certainly can appreciate. When we're evaluating these boards a little bit more closely, I think that we have one that just kind of stands out from the crowd in terms of his length and levelness of hip, in terms of his correctness of the slope to his shoulder. That's going to be the 62 board, just really outpowers the other boards in this class. Certainly is the deepest in the center of his body, certainly has the most outward shape and spring to his rib, is the widest about his base, and stands on a little bit more of a erect pastern out of his rear too that I really like. Certainly, that 63 bore can be appreciated for his extra flexibility in his hock and in his pastern. But for me, he's just getting a little bit steep in his angularity out of his rump and getting a little bit soft on those pasterns and a little bit choppy on those rear too. But man, he certainly does give us a three-dimensional shape to his ham, which I know is not maybe the most desired trait in the breed, but we certainly need to be getting as much muscle and as much shape into these pigs because that is the product that we make into these artisanal, mostly artisanal meat products. We're going to conclude the class with 61, as I do really appreciate the stoutness of feature that this boar has. We appreciate those wattles, the ear shape and design. We certainly do appreciate his bone, the expression he has in his forearm. However, he is the most base narrow when we view him on the move out of his hind two. He wants to just funnel in a little bit at the ground, and he's lacking the three-dimensional shape of the ham that we see in the other two. Certainly, again, a long-bodied boar that I think will generate some very high-quality females. An excellent group of senior yearling boars, and the placing for that is 62, 63, 61, and therefore our champion is 62, and our reserved senior yearling champion is boar 63.